All right, good morning, everybody. It is Monday, December 28th, the last Monday of 2020. So this Monday morning briefing is going to span the new year into 2021. Looking at the upcoming pattern, as most of you may be aware, we have a dry cold front expected to pass through the area today and tonight. It looks fairly moisture starved, although there may be some light precipitation up in the mountains. The Piedmont of North Carolina and points east should be primarily dry. Tomorrow, Tuesday, will be seasonable, which means highs in the 40s, so cool but seasonable. And then that high pressure sitting over the mid-Atlantic will slowly shift offshore, and as that return flow off the Atlantic comes into central North Carolina, we'll get a cold air damming wedge setting up over the northwest Piedmont primarily, but over a decent part of central North Carolina. And what that means for temperatures going through the middle of the week, it looks like we'll have a pretty significant temperature gradient from northwest to southeast across central North Carolina on Wednesday and Thursday, but more on that ahead. And then we do have another cold front expected to move through late in the week, sometime New Year's Day night. And so it looks like we may have a wet New Year's and drying out that again for Saturday. I just wanted to put this on here real quick. As I mentioned, it's going to be a wet New Year's. It is also going to be a warm New Year's. And looking at the New Year's Day climatology, you can see RDU, then Greensboro in the middle, and Fayetteville on the right. And so based on the current forecast, it looks like we will crack the top 10 at most, if not all three, of the climate sites for both temperature and precipitation. However, that will be dependent on the timing of both the erosion of the cold air damming wedge and the timing of the cold front as it passes through North Carolina. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that, but the potential is there for at least one of the sites to crack the top 10 in the temperature and precipitation categories there. So regardless of where we end up in the rankings, it does appear that temperatures are going to be some 15 to possibly 20 degrees above normal for New Year's Day. And so it's going to be quite warm, but it also is going to be fairly cloudy and potentially pretty wet. This is the Storm Prediction Center's outlook for the next 3 days. There is no chance for any kind of severe convection through Wednesday. However, with the front coming in Thursday and more so on Friday, there is a chance for some thunder, primarily along and east of I-95. However, it's not expected to be anywhere near as robust as what we had on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And then just looking at the precipitation totals, these images were taken this morning, so they don't have the latest update. They haven't changed a whole lot, just a little additional light rain Sunday, potentially with a late system that comes in on Sunday. But otherwise, the images haven't changed a whole lot. And you can see that light rain on Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday being the wettest period with the highest rainfall amounts at points west, so mountains, foothills, and Piedmont, and then lesser amounts as you get closer to the coast. And just looking at the outlook for the 8 to 14 day, you can see pretty good chances for above normal temperatures and kind of right near normal or slightly above normal for the precipitation. Just to recap here, you can see today, high near 57. We'll have a near normal day for Tuesday and Wednesday even, and then things kind of unravel as we get, excuse me, through midweek and towards the end of the week there. So no significant precipitation type issues are expected at this time. Convection looks to be fairly manageable, nothing as crazy as we had on Christmas as of right now. So with that, I will open it up for questions. Otherwise, that is all I have for you today.